What's going on, LEGO Maniacs, and welcome back to a brand new video. I am ZacATK. So, that's right, seven brand new LEGO Star Wars sets have been revealed, and I'm pretty stoked about these. They are a couple that I didn't really expect, and of course ones we already knew about. In my previous videos to this, we had talked about these leaked images from the back of a LEGO instruction manual that made the rounds. And so now we have the actual officially revealed images 2 days separate from each other. Something told me to wait one more day. I was like, I'll make the video Wednesday for the official reveal for the other LEGO Star Wars sets that I knew were coming, which I didn't think they would wait too much longer, as you typically want to give everything about a month's heads up. So anyways, I'm excited to show you these sets to you guys. They are pretty cool. Some of them are a bit overpriced in my opinion, but let's just go ahead and talk about all of them. So first up, we have the new AT-ST, which is set number 75417. Comes with 1,513 pieces. Is going to be retailing for $199 USD. This one, I think is pretty cool. I don't particularly want a UCS AT-ST, as I have the PlayScale version of it, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be too much bigger than what is going to be available from the, I think it was 2021, I believe, was when that PlayScale AT-ST come out. But it does come with an Imperial Scout Trooper, which I think is pretty neat, and a little plaque there, which all Ultimate Collector Series sets come with. It's a very nice set overall. I think it looks pretty nice. It's not really as big as I think it should be, as compared to the mini figure in the background. It's not much bigger, and you probably can only fit maybe one minifigure in this set. So I'm not really going to be banking on picking this one up at all, as I'm really not into the UCS sets because they are just really huge. But this one is a really nice looking build. Like I said, it does look very scaled down, but overall it does look nice, and it's gonna look good on any shelf that you put it on, whether it's up top or in the bookcase or whatever have you. But it does look very nice. Lots of detail and greebling all over this AT-ST. Lots of good stuff, lots of detail front and back, which is very nice. And lots of play features, even for a Ultimate Collector Series set. We have the cannons and whatnot, posable, the rotatable, and the inside a cockpit. You could fit 2 minifigures, but you're only getting 1 minifigure. So I guess we'll get another set later on down the line that will maybe be a accompanying set for this Ultimate Collector Series set. And of course, here is the minifigure that comes with the set. It does have arm printing on both sides. Not exactly dual moded legs, but they do have print on the legs. I think is very nice. And overall, it's a pretty cool set. Next up, we have set number 75435. And that is going to be the Battle of Felucia Separatist MTT with 976 pieces, and it'll be retailing for $159. So this one looks absolutely awesome. It's one of, if not my favorite set out of this wave. It comes with 2 awesome minifigures. You have Ayla Secura and Commander Bly, along with a army of battle droids. We have a pilot droid and some commando droids, which it comes with 3, which is pretty rad. And it comes with a staff, a little staff build. This one I like. And again, I'm very excited for it, but I'm also kind of turned down. I'm kind of bummed out by it, because the battle droids it comes with is kind of small as far as the quantity goes. Now, granted, you do get 6 plus a pilot droid and some commando droids, but here's the thing: when you see these coming out of the tank here, it does seem like that it should be more than just 6. Of course, we have that expectation set up from the Phantom Menace movie and the Clone Wars series, where we see a whole army drop out of these. So I really do think that they could have done a little bit better and maybe potentially squeezed 10. I think 10, having 5 on both sides, making this a little bit longer build, which probably would have scaled it up a little bit, probably would have been better. But hey, it's a really cool looking set. Lots of cool play features as far as storage goes with the droids, their blasters, the staff, the different posabilities you can have with this set if you wanted to make a Separatist battle scene, which would be really cool. And of course, I'm very, very excited for Aayla Secura being in this set, as I really want to add more and more Jedi from the Republic era into my collection. And overall, I think it's a neat set. I love the blue color scheme. I think that's really, really cool. I think it's really funny that there are mocks of this build which are much bigger out there, that you would probably get more bang for your buck out of. But for those of us who, prefer, I guess, Lego's take on it, there's this too. So overall, it's a cool set, and one I think that I would probably be picking up soon thereafter of it being released. And of course, here is Aayla Secura and the battle droids you get with it. And let me go back real quick before we move on to the next one. Thought I had a picture of Commander Bly, but I guess I don't. I was trying to go through everything here and save it, but here's a good picture here of Commander Bly in action. So let's go ahead and fast forward to the next one, which is going to be set number 75433, and that is Jango Fett Starship with 707 pieces, retailing for $70. And this one comes with 3 great minifigures. It would have been awesome if young Boba Fett had the right hairpiece. It also comes with a great stand for display ability. I think this stand looks a whole lot better than the stand that came with Boba Fett Starship, as that one was very, very flimsy. I think that they flushed this one out a little bit better, and I think it'd be great for it to stand up with you, not having to worry, because I constantly worry about mine falling over every time the door opens to my Lego room, because I feel like that one little breeze is just going to knock it over. But here's a good view of the minifigures with it. You have young Boba Fett, you have Jango Fett, and then you have Lama Su. I almost forgot his name. Great minifigure. Going back with other rumors about this set, they thought they were going to be getting another thing. It was Tan Wee with the set, but the fact that it's Lama Su is really great. And here you can see they can actually fit 2 minifigures in this set, which I think is pretty awesome. And one that I think it looks funny seeing young Boba Fett back there with Jango Fett in the front. It looks very compact in there. And there you can see the display stand in action, which this one looks a whole lot more beefier than the other one does. I believe the other one is just like a ladder piece that's being held up and wedged in there, kind of like how this is. But it does look cool. You do have the seismic charge play feature, which they do show here on the back of the box right here, where this little compartment opens up and you can drop this little piece, which is just a minifigure head with some 1x1 rounds in it, which does look good. I would have liked to have seen a more detailed piece in there, but I'm sure someone in the community will come up with something a little better looking than just a Lego head with some 1x1 rounded studs on there. And then here's young Jango Fett. Again, he has the wrong hairpiece. They're just reusing the same hairpiece from Darth Dev, but hey, it's whatever cut costs for Lego. You saved a whole penny right here by making a different hairpiece. And then we have Lama Su, and no shots of Jango Fett other than the ones that are here on the box art, or this little render right here of him. So it's not the one from the Ultimate Collector Series Slave one, which is a bummer, but some people think that there should be exclusive minifigures. I can agree and disagree, because I feel like that if Lego is so interested in saving money, then they can just give us the same minifigure all the way around. And then after that, we have this new set, which is a part of the Rebuild the Galaxy line. We have set number 75414, 349 pieces, retailing for $54.99, and it comes with 3 minifigures. This one I think is grossly overpriced. This is we have a great Snowspeeder build here, which looks great. You have a mini build of a bike and a staff, and you have these characters with Sid Griebling, Darth Dev, and Salotus, with this really cool double lightsaber here with a chain connected to it, kind of like a nunchuck lightsaber. Again, the same hairpiece that young Boba Fett has on Darth Dev. It's cool. It kind of calls back to the old 1999 Lego Star Wars sets with the use of these cannons right here. I'm not exactly a fan of this being not a regular Snowspeeder. Of course, they're calling this the Force Burner Snowspeeder, And I don't see any sand. I see a bunch of sand. I'm sorry, I don't see any snow. I see a bunch of sand. So really, it should be a sand speeder, I guess. It's an okay looking set. Not too many play features other than stud shooters and some cool minifigures that you get with it, which I do like. They finally have a orange lightsaber blade. When I did the set that came with Balin's skull and his apprentice, that lightsaber blade was kind of an off-colored red, which I was kind of bummed out about. So I may, if I did pick this up, I would just grab this just for the lightsaber blade. I know that sounds silly, but that's just where I'm going to go with this for now. Not something that I'm super stoked about, but it does look nice. So next up, we have set number 75432, the V-19 Starfighter, with 567 pieces, retailing for $64.99. And this one is probably the one I am probably the most excited for. Stellar minifigure lineup. We have Asajj Ventress, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, we have this awesome V-19 Torrent Starfighter, which has an awesome play feature where you can fold the wing forward and backwards to open and close the wings, which look absolutely phenomenal. This one, I'm definitely going to have to figure out a way to display it in its flight mode, as I do like how it looks in flight as versus it does looking landed. But an absolutely stellar ship. It looks just very, very good. I really like it. And you have this clone pilot here with this new helmet mold, which looks nice. It looks really, really good. And the Clone Wars Kenobi looks fantastic with the arm printing on both sides. A absolutely stellar Obi-Wan Kenobi. Asajj Ventress, I don't really like the getup she has on. She looks like she's half raised from the dead and, you know, burial wrapping. She has these cool lightsabers that are back now, which I'm hoping we will soon see Darth Tyrannus or Count Dooku back with his curved lightsaber hilt in a near set, if they're going to be busting out these lightsaber hilts right here. Her face looks cool, but everything else doesn't look the greatest. It's okay. She's not my favorite minifigure from the set, but she is definitely, you know, a great addition to this set, and on top of with the V-19 Torrent. It looks just absolutely phenomenal. I love how this looks. It's just a super, super cool looking ship. All right, next up we have the 327 Star Corps Clone Troopers Battle Pack with 258 pieces. And it's set number 75431 for $45. You heard me right, $45. So we get 4 minifigures and 3 Super Battle Droids. And then we have this AT-RT build, the Spider Droid build, this little small cannon build, which we've gotten this in a handful of other battle packs. This, my friends, is just wildly overpriced. Wildly overpriced. I know it has a load of minifigures here but let's be real here. This set should probably be no more than $35. I would say $35 would be a more than fair asking price, but they are, you know, $10 overpriced. And some people I've been reading on forums and Discord, like this set should be no more than $32, $30. And I'm just looking at the piece count, 258 pieces. Even if you take away 1 Super Battle Droid and 1 327 Trooper, no, it's still not worth $30 in my opinion. It's a cool set, but it's gonna be very challenging for people who are army building. I mean, you buy 2 of the set and you're at $100, and what do you have to show for it? Not a lot. When you can go out and buy another Lego Star Wars set for close to $100, and you have so much more bang for your buck. So I'm not exactly sure what Lego's thinking is in pricing this way, but I'm going to pass this one up for sure, unless it goes on sale for like $20 in the next year or two after it's been out for a hot minute right before it retires. All right, next up we have 75413, the Republic Juggernaut tank here with 813 pieces, retailing for $160. And you have Master Ki-Adi-Mundi, Commander, was that Baka? Is that right? And then some Galactic Marine Troopers and some Battle Droids. This is a really cool set, but here's my gripe with it. It is way too small. This does not look like a turbo tank. This looks like a baby tank. This looks like, it looks more toyish than it really should. And I get it. You're saying, wait a minute, Zach, it is a toy, duh. It looks more less like what Lego would put out versus what they were doing a handful of years ago versus the older turbo tanks. And I really do think that this set is grossly undersized and should be, I would dare say, maybe another 2 inches tall and definitely like 3 or 4 inches wider, because it just looks so thin. It looks very squished. It looks very minute. It doesn't look that great. And I can definitely 110% see people buying the set and then buying some additional pieces to make it beefier, because this just looks uber tiny, and for $160 it's that's pushing it, in my opinion. There's not a lot of value here for just this. The turbo tank alone just doesn't look turbo. It looks minuscule. It doesn't look like a turbo tank. It looks like a mini tank. And I don't know. I don't want to complain too much, but I feel like that Lego kind of dropped the ball on this one, and it should be beefier. It just doesn't feel like a turbo tank. And while you can squeeze some figures in here, and it has some cool play features with this platform here and this tank position here in the front, and it comes with the Kiadi Mundi and some Galactic Marines, it doesn't look good. It just does not look good. It looks weak. It looks very, very weak, in my opinion. So I don't know what Lego can do to bounce back from this, and I'm sure someone out in the community will make a much beefier build of this, utilizing maybe 2 of these sets to make it more like a turbo tank. And that was all 7 of the Lego Star Wars 2025 summer sets. They have all been revealed, and we are supposed to be getting them in stores and online by August 1st, I believe. So there is a lot more to talk about with these sets as they come out. And so far this year, we have a pretty decent lineup of what has come out in the spring and early summer, and now late summer here in August for all these sets. So it's going to be quite the ride leading up to the fall releases, which we all are banking on a Ultimate Collector Series $1,000 Death Star. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think of all these sets, which one has your eye, and which one you'll be picking up day one. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section down below, and if you haven't already, be sure and smash that like button, subscribe for more ZacATK videos. I have some cool videos coming up with some Lego City updates, as I've made some changes to Lego City, and I have a really cool mock that I'm still waiting on the parts on, which we've done this dance before, but it's worth the wait from Denmark for these other parts for a really stellar custom mock that's going to go in my Lego City behind me. But you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. Until then, friends, keep building. Follow me on social media. Links for all things in the description box below. And I'll catch you in the next video.